Good morning. This is Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing, and this is Facebook Live. And guess who I have with me?
Good morning. Good morning.
I
Hello,
have Denise
everyone.
with me. So it's always more fun with the two of us. So we are here.
We get into trouble together, though, but that's
Well,
okay. That's
that's all right. So we wanted to let you know, if you share this morning, we have our wonderful little Sue Spargo Xenia zip bag for it's a pattern.
It's so cute.
And it's very pretty. And the nice thing about stuff like this is that you can use it over and over again. So the person who shares this and we pick your name, aren't you the lucky one? We really appreciate you sharing them. We really do. We are actually, Dave and I are talking about actually maybe promoting our Facebook Lives in other markets.
Oh.
So, because we'd like to get some new people. I mean, we've got some wonderful folks out on the West Coast.
We do.
We've got some folks in Virginia and New York. But, I mean, I feel like we're missing a lot of people that we need to be reaching. So,
And I think they would enjoy what we're sharing.
I
what
do
we
too.
have,
I do
and-
too. And so I just was thinking about this and how wonderful that could be. So I think that starting next week, what we should do is we should have one. We're going to try to do a demo each week now.
Oh, fun.
So that's something I've got to get together, a little bit of work on, but I think I can do that. I think we can have a demo of some sort every week on Friday, along with
love
all
that.
of our discussing all the wonderful things about Bernina.
I love
So-
that idea.
Did you know that we have a V9 software available in shop right now?
One.
We have one.
We have one.
We have one. We had a crystal edition of the 880.
Not long, though.
It was here 2 days. That was so cool. And thank you, Connie, for that
It
purchase.
went to a very good
It was
home.
very fun. She's going to have a blast with it. It's such a wonderful machine, and I really love my 880. And I tell people all the time, if you're willing to learn how to use it, because it is a little different.
It is different. That's
A
true.
little different. If you're willing to learn, there's nothing that sews like it. It's just so amazing, and it feels so wonderful to sit down at that machine.
And there's nothing you can't do with that machine. I
No,
think.
there's nothing you can't do.
Yeah.
And so when I start doing some of these demos, I have a tendency to do this. So when we start doing these demos, I'm probably going to do some of them on the 880 so you can see it in action.
Yes. Yes.
So it's a really fun machine. And it turns out of all the machines, of course, that Bernina doesn't have, which actually right now we have everything except for our 770 plus. I can always get 880 pluses in here. So if there's someone out there, you're thinking about the 880 and you'd like to come and try it out, I'll let you sit at my sewing machine and you can try it out.
And you will fall in love with it just like we have.
It is pretty
true.
wonderful.
It's
It's pretty wonderful. So having talked about that, do you see what we're standing in front of? I just want to remind you that we have the studio frame. We have it set up for the smaller version of it. And it is set up with a Q16 plus. It is the studio frame at the 5 foot. Now, when people ask and they see this, they go, "Oh, does it come any way else?" Well, we've just got it set up. It's the 5 foot version, but when you purchase the Q16 plus and the studio frame, you can set it up either as a 5 foot or a 10 foot. You get both sets of bars and everything.
You do.
You get everything. So you will not be without getting that 10 foot frame. You will get it. It's just that you can, if you're in a situation where maybe you cannot fit a big frame right now, and you're thinking about how you'll get the big frame, but you can't do it right now. This is a perfect solution. It's also the perfect solution for the person who does a lot of art quilts. Oh my God. This is so wonderful because you can do your free motion on here and you can, I mean, it doesn't take up the whole room.
No.
And we just set one of these up for one of our other wonderful customers. I
did.
wish, I don't think Tammy gets to watch us on Fridays.
I don't think she does either.
Because she is working. But she has one of these and it is just absolutely so much fun to play with. And I hope she's enjoying
Margaret,
it now.
that smile on her face when it was finally set up was just gorgeous. It was so much fun.
Oh, she's got a great smile anyway, but
She
that's
does.
fabulous. I'm
She
so
does.
happy about that. So we've got set up right here a couple of classroom machines. Now, let me tell you what the deal is with classroom machines. You know, we actually have been doing some classes over the last year.
A few.
But not many.
A few.
So these don't have a ton of hours on them. We have two different models. We have the 480, we have two of those, and we have one of the 475. So if you were thinking that maybe you wanted one of these models, you were thinking you wanted to upgrade, maybe you have a 3 series, maybe you have no Bernina right now, and maybe you have a Bernina, but it's a bigger one.
Sure.
And you would like to have something you can take to retreats, and they will be coming back. I'm quite sure of it. They will be coming back. So if you were thinking that you might want to get something in this range, or maybe you have a daughter or a granddaughter that you want to get a great machine for, these are at amazing prices. Now, you've heard this probably before, but if you haven't, Bernina has kind of strict rules about what we can advertise out in the public realm, meaning like online, like on Facebook, in an advertisement that would go out to the public. I can do different things in the store.
Absolutely.
But I can't do it, so I can't tell you the prices. But I can tell you what the MSRPs were for them, and I can just tell you it's a really nice deal on them. So on the 880s, they typically...
The 480?
480. Yeah, I did say an 880, didn't I?
She does love her 880.
The 480 is normally $31.49, and the 475 is normally $27.49. Do you want to save some money? Do you want to get a really cool machine? So the 8 series, the 480 is a 9mm wide machine, which means their feed dogs are going to be wider. Means you can get a bigger footprint for any kind of decorative stitch.
Absolutely.
So, and then the 475, it has a 5.5mm feed dog system. So there, I can see a couple different things here. One, you have a larger machine. You have a 570, you have a 770, you may have an 880, and you have these wide feet already. So you might want to get the 480.
That's true.
That would be a really good solution. You don't have to have different feet,
right,
etc., etc. But if you do a lot of quilting and you like using your 770, say for your free motion quilting, etc., the 475 might be nice because it has the smaller feed dog system, and it doesn't tend to, sometimes we want a smaller footprint because it controls the fabric a little bit better.
That's true.
It does control the fabric a little bit better. So this is something for you to think about. It's a really wonderful machine, both of them, and these are really great prices. We just pulled them out of the classroom. We put brand new machines in the classroom right now. So we're going to have different machines in our classroom. So we thought that this might be a really nice solution for our customers who are looking for the deal.
Margaret, talk to our customers about what it means that they were classroom machines. How much use does that mean? How much life of these machines has been used up?
I don't know the exact stitch count on all of them, but we are going to get that. We're going to have Dave do that today. But it's not a lot. I can just, it's
fraction
little. These came in basically new, and they didn't have a lot of stitches on them to begin with.
Right.
So, whenever you get a new machine, it doesn't have 0 stitches on it.
Very true.
So they test your machine at Bernina, they test it in Thailand, and then when we get it, we test it.
We do.
Because we don't want you to buy a sewing machine from us and then go home and have problems.
And it still has a warranty.
And it still has a warranty.
Absolutely.
And so what the deal is with the classroom machines, because they've not been sold to a customer, they have a warranty. So
very nice.
Very
and I
nice.
love the story of there's a domestic machine at Bernina in Switzerland that they have had running forever. They've got it set up so that it just runs nonstop. And what they have determined is the stitch quality has gotten better over the years, which blows my mind.
That is so
but
weird.
It's a Bernina, so it really shouldn't surprise us.
That's so weird.
Isn't
I have never heard that before,
Yes,
but that's really cool. Okay, well, they're in really good shape. It does appear we need to do a teeny bit of dusting.
I gave them a quickie, but not a good thorough dusting. So
We'll get them dusted.
Yes,
These do not have the automatic foot up and down. You have to actually use the little handle in the back. But they do automatically cut your fabric or threads for you when you're sewing your fabric.
And I love that.
And they have an automatic knotter. So that's really nice. And they have the jumbo bobbin.
Oh, jumbo bobbin alone.
Jumbo bobbin alone is worth the price of admission.
Yes, I agree.
So very cool. They have the bigger screens so you can see what's going on. I really like that. My eyes aren't getting better as I get older. That's just all there is to it. Okay, but I do want to tell you something. January is clearance month. And we ended up with a lot more sewing machines than I intended us having at this point in the universe. So I've got actually quite a few of almost everything except for the 770.
Isn't that funny?
Well, the 770 is the older version. They've come out with the Plus.
Right.
I've got one of those left. So I don't think we're going to get any more. I don't think there's any more of the older version left. You know what's nice is they've just gone to a Plus. So everything on that machine is not, sometimes when they discontinue models, you can't get stuff for them anymore. But see, that's not going to be true of this machine.
No.
This is just, if you're okay with the little bit smaller screen and you don't want all the new bells and whistles that come with the Plus, I've got a fabulous price on that 770. Normally they are $6,999, right?
Absolutely.
Well, the 770s that I have left, I've got them at $53.99. It's a great price. So I've got one left. If you're interested, you better jump on this because it's not going to last long.
Will you take a trade-in?
I will totally take a trade-in.
And just a reminder, you get free mastery lessons when you purchase any machine from us, and you get to come and hang out with us, and you sort of get to adopt us. We adopt you. If you ever have any issues with your machine or your project, we love to help out with that kind of stuff.
Yep. And we have some other really cool deals going on. I have actually a fair number of every machine in here, with very few exceptions, which means that I'm offering some good deals right now. So let's go ahead and look at some. Now, Dave, did you get a picture of all the machines over here that we've got? Because we've got we do have brand new 480s, and we do have brand new 475s. And so those machines are here in the brand new version if that's what you'd rather have. We've also got 335s and 325s. Those are your basic sewing machine with a regular silver bobbin in them, and it has the regular bobbin case in it. We have 535s. And the 535 is a lovely machine. It's got some extra bells and whistles that you're not going to get on your 475, like the automatic foot lift. So that's kind of nice. I think I'm right about that. I'm going to go over here and look, and I just fibbed. It doesn't have. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, yes, it does. Oh. No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't.
Darn.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Well,
no.
That's all right.
But if you know what, the really cool thing about Bernina's is that even though I maybe not have memorized every single thing, you guys can go right on Bernina's website, and you can pull up any sewing machine that you hear us talk about, and they will show you everything about that machine. They have videos, they have tutorials, they have the manuals on there that you can download. So, it is a kind of group effort. We're a Bernina dealer, which means that we get supported by Bernina. They're really wonderful in this regard. They go ahead and make sure we have all the tools we need so that we can help you.
Exactly.
So if you're thinking about the Q16 Plus with the studio frame, you can go right online and see all the stuff about it, and you can see tutorials, you can see them running the machine. Right now I know a lot of folks are kind of worried about this whole Omicron thing because it's so contagious.
True.
And so we're not seeing as many people in the shop. The people who are worried, they're staying home, and I understand that. But I just want you guys to know that you don't have to sit there and just wonder about that machine. You can go right on Bernina's website, and there's everything about the machine you're thinking about on there.
Absolutely. And if for some reason you can't find it, you can certainly call us and we can point you in the right direction.
That's exactly right. We're always happy to send you all the links so you don't have to find them.
Of course.
So that's easy. So don't forget, oh, and I tried to step on you.
That's right.
Don't forget about our L8 series of our sergers and cover stitch machines. This is a combo. This is the L890. And this machine will do, okay, I'm wearing something that's perfect for this. So I don't know if it's going to be visible or not, Dave, but the double stitching down here on the bottom of my sweater, guess what that machine does? Come on, Denise, you can do it.
Oh, yeah, the cross stitch. Yeah, no, of course. No, I'm thinking, of course I have one. I don't get to use it very often, but when I do, it's like this little treat. It's, ooh, I get to play with this one today. My kids have named it Luigi, so I get to play with Luigi sometimes in my sewing.
I love that.
But you have to say it with the Italian accent. It's
Luigi. Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, all right. So we have the L850. Now the L850, the big difference you should see right away, no computer screen on this. This is just a serger. Now I say just.
There's nothing just about this machine.
No, this is a lovely air threading serger. You do not have to stand on your head and thread anything. So it's pretty fabulous. So, and the cool thing about the Bernina sergers and cover stitch machines, which people might not know, is that if for some reason you're working with a thread that won't go through the air threader, they have a way to go around it.
Oh, I think I did see that. I think I saw a Bernina video on that, actually.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yes.
That's what those guys are for.
Yeah.
So you can bypass it if you need to.
So I think it would be fun to watch a video of all the giggles that people make when they use the air threader for the first time.
Oh my gosh, it's
Wouldn't
so
that be
funny.
hysterical?
We had a customer come in last weekend, and she came in to drop off a sewing machine. And she was in here and she was talking, and she does a lot of sewing. And I was showing her this, and she goes, I had no idea they had something like this. So that was so fun.
They're so cool.
That was so fun. Okay, here is the 770 I was talking about, the last one we have in the shop.
It needs a good home, Margaret.
It really does.
She wants a home.
Oh my God, it's such a wonderful machine. We need to put our foot on her.
Oh,
she's missing
yes.
her foot.
She's not properly dressed.
She is not properly dressed. We need to take care of that. So everybody, this is the machine I told you. Wonderful buy on this right now, but they're going to be gone. So if you want one, this is the time to get it. It is such a deal.
Margaret, as a quilter, the big throat space on this I find very appealing. Even if you're not doing your machine quilting, just for the piecing sometimes to get things under there.
I'll tell you what, anytime that I sit down now with a garment, and people don't think about garments needing that extra space, but what it means is that you're not crunching everything up.
So true.
It just, it has the dual feed. It has the dual feed. The dual feed is so helpful. If you are a clothing sewer and you haven't sat down at one of these Berninas with the dual feed, it changes everything. Because instead of sewing a garment together and you end up with one side coming out and the two layers don't meet up at the end.
I hate it when that happens.
It's so annoying, and then you have to rip stuff out and you have to redo it, and it's just really, it's just not helpful. So get yourself a 770 and get yourself an L850, and then you're going to be, all your clothes are going to be amazing and perfect.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, guarantee for Margaret.
Yeah, really. The 700. The 700 is a Bernina embroidery machine exclusively. It does not sew your clothes.
Nope.
But it does amazing embroidery. And Dave, you should show them a picture of this cute little koala bear.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. And so this is a wonderful little machine. You can get it with either the regular speed embroidery machine on it, or we can upgrade this for you to a high-speed embroidery with the high-speed embroidery module. Now that's really fun because that means that your embroidery time is going to get cut just amazingly. Now I don't want to say how much is going to get cut, but it'll be at least 25 to 50% depending on the design.
On the design and on the hoop size and all of those variables,
things.
Of
So
course.
and you just, you know, it's just making everything so much more fun.
My understanding is they're also a little quieter and they vibrate a little less.
Yes,
which I think is kind of interesting.
lovely. And though I will tell you, I've watched these machines go, and it's shocking how I've seen other embroidery machines.
Oh yes.
These are really, really nice. We've had another customer obviously recently purchase this one too. And the difference in using it has just been tremendous, and they're just loving having these new features.
I'm thinking about my old embroidery machine and how noisy it was.
Okay, so I showed you the L850, which is just a standard air threading serger. Now, you know, one of the things that just changes everything is the computers on these.
Yes, without a doubt.
It is really shocking how much this is helpful. I never thought it would be a big deal. I've used sergers for years. I never thought it would be a big deal. So if you wanted to get an L860, the difference between the 50 and the 60 is the computer.
And that's a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
It's a big difference.
If you are feeling not very confident about your serging,
Yep.
this has an amazing feature right here. What, wrong one? I hit the wrong one here. Let's go back here. Oh, well, let's see. We will go back to that, and we're going to go right back, right here. This is something that most people do not even realize is on this machine, because everything else, all the other features kind of shine, and you're going like, oh my God, I don't have to worry about threading it because it's got the air threading. I can do everything here in the front. It's all easy to get to. I don't have to worry about all that stuff. But what this is it is your helping hand.
We could all use one of those.
It's your helping hand. So if you are sewing on this machine and say there's loops coming off the edge of the fabric,
right?
And this happens to all of us when we're serging.
Sure.
Well, you tell the machine, you go to the helping hand and you go, looper threads, what they're doing is they go through and they tell you there's all these different things that they say, okay, the threads are going to the back, the threads are going to the front. And maybe they're just sitting off on the edges over here. There is one of these that will help you, you know, and it's like seams are puckering. So what you do is you just click on this and it tells you what to do to fix it.
So I don't have to dig around to find my manual, find the right thing in the manual, and then figure out how to make the adjustments.
No, because sometimes we don't even know what it's called.
That's true too. Right. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, how many people do you know that know every name of a serger stitch?
Of course not.
You know, I don't even know all of them. And now Alice probably knows all of them.
Alice probably patented a couple of them.
Probably, you know, knowing
Yes.
our dear
Yes.
Alice,
Yes.
she probably did do
Yes.
that. So the funny part about that is that, you know, no, I don't even know. I've been using a serger since the 80s.
Sure.
I don't know all of the names. So the wonderful part about the computer is it shows you pictures. They're in color. It walks you through how to fix problems. I mean, who knew? And the other thing that's in this is that there is, you know, all these different, okay, we're going to get out of that one. But see, all these, we can tell it, oh, I want them all in color.
Oh, yeah.
Or if the colors,
Absolutely.
you know, you didn't want the color, you can take off the color. Although I don't know why.
I don't know why you would either.
Know either.
What would the point of that be?
I have no idea. But I will tell you, it's an amazing, amazing upgrade from anything else I've seen.
Well, and I will say, Margaret, I love my 890. I don't get to play with it much. The air threading is really kind of cool, but I had used sergers before, so threading, it wasn't the issue.
No.
But having that computer was what sold me and say, that's the machine that I need to have.
It is just shocking how much it makes things easier. And you know what? You don't have to believe us.
True.
Because guess what you can do? You can stop in.
Come visit.
And come see us. Okay, so I want to take you around and show you two more things before we end up for the day today. Oh, actually, there's more than that. There's
we have
four
lots
or
of
five.
machines
There's
out,
five.
Margaret.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, first off, I want to show you, we have a special edition. Remember last year when the Peacock edition came out?
Yep.
Well, this particular machine was used kind of like we talked about the classroom edition. It is called a demo machine. Now, the only sad part about this deal is that you're not going to get the pretty cases that came with it.
Yes.
You're not going to get all the bells and whistles, because last year when they sold the 790, it came with an extraordinary amount of stuff.
A ton of different accessories and gifts and goodies.
Right.
Yes.
Now, that's not going to happen with this, but instead you're going to get to save a bundle of money.
Absolutely.
So this is really, really, really inexpensive.
And she's
In
gorgeous.
in the normal pricing of these machines, she is a deal and a half. So she comes with the embroidery module and the machine and the typical things you would expect to get in a 790, feet wise, hoops wise, but it's not going to come with those free gifts. So you know, it's got a fabulous price on it. And again, call us. I'll tell you what it is. Okay.
You want to call though, because
Yeah.
it's a good
So
one.
we'll call you. You call us, and I will tell you what it is, because it is a fabulous deal. I want to point out that we have a couple of brunettes over here. Again, these are if you go online, you can see the prices on these. But this guy is only normally it is $17.49 for an air threading brunette. This is an air threading brunette. And by the way, I've been doing a project right now that I will hopefully unveil for you guys here in the next couple of weeks. And I've been using this machine because I want to show people that they can get into air threading very reasonably. And this machine's a very nice machine. So this is...
You know, I'm thinking, Margaret, the air threading is great. It's kind of fun to play with. But I'm thinking, too, about maybe somebody who has some mobility issues
Yes,
with their fingers.
exactly. This is really
Some
helpful.
arthritis that...
Yeah, this
You
is
don't have to
really
worry
helpful,
about that.
so you don't have to worry about getting to that lower looper.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. But if you're perfectly comfortable with sergers and you're just looking for a good serger to replace maybe an older one you've got, and you just want the bare bones, you just want the bare bones, you want to be able to serge, but you want something dependable with the warranty.
Yes.
This little B44, I think the actual price is $4.99 on this. I've got the MSRP on here, but I'm pretty sure the price on it right now for the month of January is $4.99.
And you still get a class to how to
Of
use
You
it,
get a
right?
class
Of
to use
course.
them. All these, even though they're on sale, you get to get class on them. So,
And
no.
and just a little side note, we do have classes coming up, and we have some surgery-related classes. If you've never used one, that's a great time to come and play with it
Yeah.
and see
we
if
have
you
a
like
class
it.
coming up that is going to show you how to use your specialty feet.
That's the one I need.
It is a wonderful class because if you've not done, see, the thing about it is in the books, in the manuals, they don't tell you how to set up your machine for those specialty feet.
Gotcha. Okay.
They mention that you can buy them as accessories, but they don't tell you how to use them. So this is a really, really important class, especially if you have already got the machine and you got the extra feet with it. How do you use them?
Right. Yes.
So you don't want to break needles on your serger. You can really damage your serger with breaking needles. So the one thing that I always tell people when you're getting ready to use the specialty feet, you really need to be very conscious of how you do it.
Gotcha.
Because you don't want to break the needles. Because you know those loopers that are in there? You hit those with your needles or something like that. It's kind of bad for them. So going to a class for your serger is so helpful because you will learn things that you didn't think were maybe you would even use, but once you know they're available to you, then all of a sudden you're using them.
Well, and it's no fun to have those feet sitting in your drawer next to your serger and not doing anything with them. Take advantage of that. Take
It's
class.
really shocking.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got just a couple more things we've got to talk about here so that I want to make sure that you guys know about them. So we've got we've actually got two 790s in stock right now. Now those are coming with special deals right now. So you've got gifts with purchase with this. you're going to get your 2 suitcases, one for your embroidery module, and you're going to get one for your machine so that you can actually transport it without killing yourself.
Oh, because it's a big,
It's
my
43
goodness.
pounds, guys. So,
Yeah.
Okay, and then it comes with the embroidery bundle. Now, I don't know if you're aware of the embroidery bundle, but the embroidery bundle is $800 worth of stuff. It's got 35 spools of Isocor thread, and Isocor thread is both good for construction and embroidery, so you can use it for either one. It's going to come with needles. It's going to come with is that other thing supposed to be in the box?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Nope.
here,
Nope,
let's
nope,
take that other thing out.
Thank
of there.
you.
So,
Yep.
Okay, I'll put that over there. Okay, so
I feel like a pizza delivery guy.
you are a pizza delivery guy. I heard you taking it home to your family too many times.
Right? Yes. Yes, I am. That's
So,
true.
okay.
It's very true.
All right, you get an OESD group of designs. You get the big book of embroidery.
Fantastic book.
Oh my God, it's so good. And you get all of the different stabilizers. So if you want to look it up on our website, look it up under Bernina Embroidery Bundle. It is a really good deal. You are also going to get the tearaway tape, which Alice says is the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know. I am not that person. And there is also a online embroidery thing from OESD, a little gift card in there too. So
Tons of stuff.
Tons
in
of
this
stuff.
Awesome box.
So that is just a wonderful, wonderful group of things. That's also going to come with this. Okay, and I have to remember the rest of and you also are going to get a coupon for the V9 software. You know, I told you we have that V9 software available. Well, if you buy this wonderful set of things here with this $790, you're going to get 50% off of that. And I'm also going to tell you, if you do that and you want to get the cabinet too at that time, we will make you an amazing deal on the cabinet.
Absolutely.
Again, I can't say what that amazing deal is on you know, exactly what it is, but I'm telling you, it'll be an amazing deal. So if you've been thinking about, hey, I'm at home, I'm retired or not retired or getting ready to retire, and I'm thinking about how I want my sewing room to look. I want to set everything up. I want it to be just, you know, these cabinets are amazing because you can put your embroidery unit right there.
Yes.
You got your whole thing with threads right here. I mean, you know, come and talk to me and we will put you into all this stuff. And it is, and we even have, we have 2 chairs left. We have 2 chairs left.
Oh
They're
and I
chairs.
didn't know. I didn't get, you know, what's the big deal about the chair? And then I sat in it and sewed in it, and I get it.
It's so
I get
comfortable.
it.
You don't have your
It's
back
a
hurting.
really nice chair.
Okay, so this is an amazing deal, and you should really think about this because I think that you are going to be so happy if you get this deal.
Margaret, people are getting their tax stuff ready.
That's true.
Maybe they're getting some refund.
Oh, I think people are going to see bigger refunds than normal this year
Gosh,
because
that
of a
would be
variety
nice.
of things. Because of a variety of things. So I think that's going to be really cool. So maybe this is not what you're going to do right now. That's okay. How about this little lovely cabinet right here?
I love this one.
This cabinet is fabulous. It's such a good price. It is only $15.99 and it comes with your insert. It is a great deal. Now this cabinet is not electric as far as it, you are not going to be able to raise and lower it with electricity,
With a button.
but it does raise and lower. It's got the pneumatic
Yes.
thing on it,
Yes,
so you
yes.
can do that. It will fit everything up to a 5 series. It will not fit the 7 series. I'm sorry. It just won't. It's just not big enough. So,
And
we
it
have-
opens up towards the back also,
it
right?
does. It
Yes.
does have a big, nice table in the back.
Yes.
But it's small because sometimes we don't have the space for big things. And this is such a great deal. And did you know that if you're within 60 miles of us, you get this delivered for free? Even with its smaller size and the fold-out table, did you know how much this one weighs?
Oh, I have no idea.
150 pounds.
Wow.
So you want it delivered.
Yeah. So we'll send Dave and we'll send Daniel
Yes,
and they will
yes,
get you set
they'll
up.
deliver.
Yes.
And these cabinets, We do the same thing with these because these in particular, you do not want us,
No.
you want us to deliver them. They're 300 pounds.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of
yeah,
cabinets.
it's a lot of cabinet. So, the nice thing is if you go on our website and you go to the sewing cabinets, you will see all the dimensions. So you can measure and see if it's going to fit in your room. But the other thing is we're also a horn dealer. So if there's a different cabinet, you're like, well, I don't own a Bernina sewing machine. I'm not sure why you're watching today, but if you don't own a Bernina sewing machine,
love you anyway.
we do. We love you anyway. And by the way, this cabinet right here, I don't care which machine you put in it. If you have a different brand, you can put that in and we'll get the perfect insert for you.
Absolutely.
So, I have to order your inserts anyway. So the only one I have in stock right now is a 5 series one. But normally what we'll do for you is we'll just go ahead. I price them so I can just order a new insert for everyone. So don't worry about if you have a different brand machine. This is a really nice cabinet. You've got a drawer right here. You've got space under here that you can put things. If you have one of those little organizers, that would be a perfect place for it. And there's a spot here for the regular, top. So if you push this all the way down in, you can put this on top and use your table like a cutting table.
Absolutely.
So this is really nice for the person who's in a small space. It's
Very
really lovely.
Dual functional, multifunctional.
Well,
cabinet.
and maybe you have a smaller machine that you want to put on and you have it in your room and you go back and forth. Maybe you've got the 4 series and you've got your 7 series. This is perfect for your 4 series and you can have it in there and it's just nicely kept. You can put this all the way down. You can pull the table out, put your rotary cutter mat on it, and you can use it that way. So you could have a crafting table right there and then, but it's also storing your machine.
And what I love is, like you said, it's a really reasonable price for a really good quality cabinet.
It's a really good quality cabinet. I love a horn. And horns have actually a limited warranty. They will replace things that go wrong like that.
And they are made in America.
They're made right in West Virginia. We've actually met the folks at Horn. They're wonderful. They're really nice people. They do a good job. And like I said, we're a Horn dealer, so all the other stuff that Horn carries, you can just go to hornofamerica.com and you can look at all the cabinets that Horn makes. They make crafting tables, they make drawer sets, they make all this different stuff. So it's really actually, next month is Embroidery Month.
True.
And we'll talk a lot about embroidery, but the other thing I was thinking about that would be really kind of a fun thing to do is talk about organizing our sewing spaces.
Yes, please.
Because we're getting ready to do kind of a major shift around here. And we're going to be reorganizing our space. So I'm thinking about this a lot.
Yep,
so,
absolutely. I think that's something that we all think about really all the time, even if we're not actively doing it. It's in the back of our head.
Well, it's, there's all these different things that we can do to make our space more usable, make it where we can accomplish more. I always feel like when I'm well organized and I can find everything, I get my work done more efficiently.
Absolutely.
So,
no arguments.
if you want to go online and look at Horn's available things that they have, we've actually got several things here from Bernina, but we also have their things too. So the other thing you can also do is you could come in and see like the cabinets for our sergers. You can come in and see the other cabinets. And, right now, we would love to get you taken care of. And, you buy a machine, you're always going to get a better deal on your cabinet. So,
absolutely.
everybody, we are so grateful to have you here. And don't forget, if you are in the market for a machine right now, we've got some great deals. And we've actually got a featherweight in the shop. And we have also a vintage Swiss-made Bernina in the shop if you're interested in anything like that. So please come on in or give us a call. Maybe it's not a good time for you to come in, but you want to call and you want to talk. Maybe you want to put a deposit down on something. That's okay.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. We'll go ahead and do that. If you want to wait and to come in until, a little bit further down, you feel a little bit more comfortable, that's okay. We can do that. So don't forget, please share our videos. Anybody who shares them within 24 hours of us making these videos, we'd be thrilled to death to get you into the drawing for this lovely Sue Spargo pattern. So we've got that. And don't forget, we have a ton of stuff on clearance. So go onto the website and go to what says on sale.
Can't miss it.
You will love some of those things, and you should take them home with you.
And there's some really cute things and some things that we've not had very long.
Yeah,
that are
and
on
we
sale.
just entered a whole new group of things yesterday.
Yes, we did. That's true.
And those included some stuff I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So I'm going to tease you and let you know that we've got stuff to talk about tomorrow.
We do, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We will see you tomorrow on Facebook Live. This is the University of Sewing and Margaret and Denise. And we will see you tomorrow.